Second episode, season 8, Walking Dead just went off, and there will be little spoilers here and there if you don't want to hear them. Um, Continued story from last week with Hilltop, Kingdom, Alexandria, everybody just pushing more for attacking Negan's outposts, Negan's groups, Negan's people, trying to take their guns. Setting up end of last week when all the walkers kind of swarmed their compound there, Savior's compound, and them trying to stop the guns from getting back to Negan so they can clear their walkers easier. And it was a pretty good episode, I thought, but maybe not quite as good as last week, but still decent. And there's some setup with this, with their plans, because they're trying to be methodical, go through everything, make a list, check it off, and play it smart. There's a group that kind of set up a diversion or early pushing, which led to Saviors not quite picking up that the reason they weren't pushing was so the Dead and their group, the Saviors group, turned into walkers and attacked them. And one of the main group people was shot in the stomach, Eric, which can be serious, especially in their situation with limited um, doctors, limited medical treatment options, and I don't know. We'll have to see. They didn't quite put in to place exactly what's going to happen to him. It was probably not looking good. Daryl is reminded a bit of his time in the Savior's camp, where he was just locked up in the door, locked up behind the door. Um, Jesus is being a little pacifist with wanting to just capture people instead of kill them. At this point, if I was in that group, I'd want to kill every Savior I found, which seems to be Alana's way of thinking at the moment. Except after everything Negan's done to him, can you really trust any of the Saviors if Negan's leading them? I don't think you can. But time will tell for that one. And Carol, Ezekiel, we're on the move, trying to take down some extra people and get into different, help clear out an outpost, which worked out pretty well. Eventually everything seemed to work out, and everybody seemed to be okay at the end. But Morgan also was shot, who is apparently a Terminator, because he can just, I don't know where he got shot, but seemed to just pop up and be fine. It's going to be interesting to see how Jesus can maybe stop trying to kill people, and maybe they'll recruit some people to their cause if they can try and guarantee their safety, which nothing's really guaranteed in this universe. But I don't know, it'll set up an interesting twist. It's almost kind of like how Morgan was a few seasons ago, where he didn't want to kill anybody, which it's turned around quite a bit from there, because he was definitely shooting people pretty easily tonight. Rick ran into a long lost character that I had not thought about since season 1. Joined up with the Saviors, so I guess that opens up other chances that other people from the past that didn't die, that just you don't know what happened to them, could pop up at some point. I barely remember. As soon as I saw him, I recognized him. Couldn't quite say his name like Rick said it, so I could look him up. And be interesting, a little tension, even though it's been a huge character switch around that makes you really care, because I forgot about him. So we'll see. not too concerned because they'll get out of it somehow. I'm sure they always do. Rick might be a bit of trouble for the time being. It'll be interesting though. Next week looks pretty good. Um, this episode was kind of out of 10, maybe a 7, 6, 7, something like that. Well, it was pretty good. Nothing too earth-shattering happened. Plot armor is strong on a few people, so I don't worry too much about anybody getting caught, especially in this episode. But yeah, they'll try and throw you a curveball from time to time and do something you're not expecting too much. But look forward to next week. Should be good. And I'm gonna call it here. And I'll see y'all next time.